Hello and welcome to Enjoy Life with Charlotte Felix. Guys, you're looking at my trading view chart, and on my trading view chart you're looking at Apple. You know, Apple had earnings Thursday after the market closed. Okay, so Apple had financial information after the market closed, but you are looking at Friday, which is today, which is January the 31st. And it is now 4:48 p.m. so the early market has closed. And what you're looking at is Apple stock, how much Apple stock is as of today. So when the market closed at 3 o'clock today, it closed at $236 per stock. Okay, now at this bottom number you're seeing the post market. So the post market is still going. Okay, so now we see that Apple is just trading just a little lower, 0.67, which is 0.28%. So it is now $235.33. Okay, so now what we're going to do, I am going to go over here to my left and I am going to pull up Apple stock. Okay, remember Apple had earnings today. Not today. Apple had earnings Thursday, but it was after the market closed at 3. Okay, so let's pull up Apple chart and see how it traded today. Okay, now we are pulling up Apple chart. Okay, so we see this little blue where it says post 235.33. So the market is the post market is still going on, so that won't close until about 7 my time zone, either 6 or 7. Okay, so but we're going to look at what Apple did at 8:30 this morning, Friday morning. So I'm going to pull this chart back. Okay, we'll see how Apple plummeted just about all day today. Okay, this is the start of the day. So we see the Apple earnings. We see Apple evidently was up after the earnings. And let's go on to my left, and it's going to give us a little information about Apple earnings. So here's just the facts of today. So when you get into this information, and if you subscribe to TradingView, you get a lot of information as well. It lets you know things about each stock, information about each stock, and this will give you some good information, what the company is doing. Did they meet their earnings, or did they beat their earnings, or did they lose? So information is very important. Okay, let's come on down, and we're going to view some information about Apple. So if you subscribe to TradingView, I'm not advertising TradingView, it's just that is what I use. Okay, it gives you some facts of the day about Apple. So I'm gonna read it to you. If you I don't know if you can see it or not. Say facts of the day. Apple stock rose over 3% in the pre-market trading after the company reported better than expected fiscal first quarter results. And so that was positive information. That means the stock rose and provided optimistic revenue guidance for the second quarter. Okay, so that's very positive news. So this net earnings report was yesterday. Okay, so we're going down, and what you're looking at now is telling you the earnings. Okay, these are the earnings. Okay, it was in February 2024. Okay, give you the estimate and the actual earnings. Okay, then it right here is the next earnings was May the 2nd, 2024. So you see, you get a lot of educational information about the company. In case you want to buy their stock, in case you want to invest in Apple or any other company. Okay, and so We see this date is what? August. They had another report coming in, so it's like a quarter every 2, 3, 4 months. Okay, then here you go again. October they had. Okay, and so this is with January. So this was the first physical year, okay, of 2025. Okay, it is not marked there, but so that's a little information. As we go down, okay, it shows you the dividend yield. Okay, last payment, okay, what they paid out. Okay, last executed date, okay. And right here is showing their income statement, the annual income statement. Okay, fourth quarter, 23. Okay, quarter 1, 24. And then you go on down the line. So, okay, and then this tells you the performance of it. Okay, so we see you get a lot of information about companies, okay, that you want to either buy stocks in or trade, buy options or whatever you would like to invest in. Okay, so we're looking at Apple. Okay, let's see. This is, let me see what time I'm looking at. This is 8:30, which is today, okay, January the 31st. This is Friday. The market opened up at 8:30. So we see that it opened up with a red candle, okay? Let me see, make sure I can move around. It opened up with a red candle. And so when it opened up, okay, at 247.07, so that's $247.07. We see that the market had, we see that Apple, the sellers stepped in and they brought Apple down after the earnings. This is after the earnings, so we know the earnings were Thursday, after the market close. And so this is the opening of the day market at 8:30. And so we see after the earnings, the stock came tumbling down. Okay, so in the first 5, 10, 15 minutes, we had 3, let me put my cursor on it, we had 3 big red candles. Okay, somehow the market just came down, and we see here it kind of stayed in the range for about what, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35 minutes, but we still know that it is bearish. Why? Because of this resistance up here. Okay, every time it hit around this range, which is in the middle of this big last red candle, 5-minute candle, we see it could not go above that. And so even though it came, this green candle came in, evidently it was red first. Okay, coming from here, if you look and you notice, it closed, even though it went up and closed green, but then we see that what? We see this double top. This green candle did not go up and past this green candle here. So this is one indication that Apple will continue to go in a downward motion. Okay, and that's what it did. It kept going down. It is 9:20. This is AM, and we see it kept going all the way down at 9:30 AM, and then we see. Let me make my screen a little bigger. Okay, I'm gonna come on. Okay, make it my screen a little. Where we at? I think I said 9:30. Okay, yeah, right here at 9:30. We see it came down even more. Okay, we see right up in here the 9 EMA is still over the 20. Okay, but as we go on, 940, 945. We see that crossover coming. So we see the 20 EMA is what? Crossing over. It's going to be on top. It's crossing over the 9 EMA. So we had a little turnaround, somewhat validity right here. In other words, when I say that, we see a little chopping up in here. Okay, but the sellers were always in control because what Apple was dropping. The stock price was definitely dropping, and it continued to drop. Okay, this now is at 1025, so another from 9:30 to 1025, another 30 so minutes. Okay, we see there's still a drop. Okay, in the 1030, we see that the bulls or the buyers try to step in at this double bottom. Okay, but we see as you look, and I'm going to put a line right here so I can show you this support area. Okay, I'm just going to do a horizontal line because each time, put that line right there, each time it got around here, for the next is 1025 all the way to here, it did what? It resisted. Okay, it tried to resist at least here, from here all the way. So it came, I'm going to start here. As that red counter, the seller step in, they tried to bring it further down over this yellow line, which was at 10:25 a.m. But we see every time that it hit this yellow line, just about, the buyers was there. Buyers was there, and they stepping in. Okay, and tried to bring it up. Okay, here it come again. It's coming down. So once it tried, you see the little wick, it tried to go under this 238.91. Okay, but you see the buyer stepped in again and brought it on back up again, and they did not go any further, but we still see that the EMA, the 20 EMA, is still over the 9 EMA. So that's an indication that it is bearish as well. Okay, so as we go on, we see it, this support line is still holding up. 1120, the support line is still holding up. Okay, so we see that the sellers was trying to take it under this support line. Okay, but they was having a hard time because this started at 1025 all the way to 1145. Okay, when we get to this green candle, here this support line is, but guess what? We see that this little short green candle could not pass this candle. Okay, and we see there's a larger wick. If you probably can't see it, let me see if I can make it bigger. So there it is. You can see it a little more. 1155. We see this wick. When we move my candle, it's a larger wick than the bottom. So that was an indication that maybe the sellers was going to take it down. And guess what, guys? They did. Okay, it is 1155. So we see Apple continue to drop. Apple continue to drop. Okay, 1155, and it dropped all the way down, all the way. So 1155, and now it is what? It is 1 o'clock. Now we did have some information that came in, because around this time the president made an announcement. Okay, he made an announcement, and his announcement was against the market, and everybody just took a turn. Evidently the buyers got out, and the sellers took the market down, because not everything went down, but I might show you after this that SPY, QQQ, and NVIDIA, then all those stocks, okay, they start to plummet. Okay, start to plummet. And so we see that it was coming all the way down. We see this green candle at 115. The buyer stepped in right here at this double bottom and tried to take it up, but it was too many bears in between all this, and probably some of the buyers did just, saw the market dropping because of the negative news, and we see the seller stepped in and took it even further. So now it is 1:40 p.m. Okay, remember this is Friday, January the 31st. Okay, this is at 1:40 p.m. and right here from 1:45, I say all the way to closing, we see that it just played it just moved within the range. Okay, most people got out of this. Most people, or a lot of people, I'm gonna say it like that, a lot of people got out of their buy. Okay, when evidently they made their market, because we see that the market plummet. We see that Apple plummet a whole lot, and so evidently they were not going to give the market a chance to go back on them and take some of the money that they have earned. Okay, so now we see it played in the range up and down just all day, not all day, but between 140 and 240. Now we know the market closed at what? It closed at 3, and so right at 235 we see that last red candle. Okay, now after this red candle, we see that evidently everybody said, well, we see it probably make a change at the end of the day. If you're a trader that's been trading for a while, okay, sometimes you realize that this, at the end of the day, it just makes sometime a little solid move, and that's what it did. Okay, the buyer step in right here at this double top, 240, and here go the next 15 minutes, 250. Okay, and then we see it close 255. So this is a 5-minute candle. So if you count the length of this candle, 5 minutes, 3 o'clock, the market closed at 3, but we closed with a red candle with a small body. Okay, that sits in the middle though. I'm just about in the middle, a little more at the bottom, because we see the wick is longer at the top. Okay, so this will be an indication. Maybe, depends on Monday morning. Okay, it probably come back down and continue to go lower, but that remains to be seen. Okay, nothing is in stone, but it did close with a red candle. Okay, so let me show you SPY. Okay, that was Apple. Okay, let me show you SPY. So that'll let you know sometime when news come out, the market sometimes just make a big change. So I am going to pull up SPY. There it is. Okay, we see. Okay, you see all my lines. Okay, let me make this while you can see it. I'm just gonna go over a little. So we see this is SPY. Let's see what time of the day. Okay, Friday. Okay, let's go to the 8:30. We see SPY. Okay, it should be here. There it is, 8:30, which is Friday, 01/31st. Okay, end of the month. We see we had a little. The buyer stepped in, even though we opened with this red candle, which could have been green, but we see that the buyers was in control. So they went all the way up in control. And if you look at this chart, I'm just going to let you look at it for a while. When did the negative news come in? Okay, because everything turned, not everything, but a lot of the stocks just did a turnaround. Okay, but it came all the way up here. Let me make sure I'm at my right date. Yeah, 01/31st, 10:10. And it played in the little chop. It did some chopping right here. Chopping. It didn't go far. But at 12.10. Okay, after 12, okay, the market started to come down. Okay, made that big drop. Okay, this is SPY, the S&P 500. Made that big drop, and it continued to drop. You see how it's dropping, even though we had some little chopping up here. The buyers tried to pull it back up, but it was hard to do. And you see that the 20 EMA is okay above the 9. So just let you know what the sellers are in charge. And you see all these red candles, and you see the slant of the market. It is going down. So we see a little choppy area right here. It stayed in this range for a while, but we see the sellers of this double top sellers just took control. Okay, and then as we go down, as time passes, we see what market closed with that red candle again. This is SPY. And let me go to QQQ. Okay, you're gonna see a similar run on QQQ when that bad news came in. Same thing. And let me open this up. We see that the 20 EMA, we see the market just head down lower. Okay, see a small, we say, okay, evidently this is the start of the day. This is the QQQ, okay, which is the NASDAQ. Start out with this green counter again. It is the same as SPY, okay? And we see that the market was up, it went up, and then it traded. The buyers was in control until this double top. And it came on down, and here go that time again. I said 1 or something on it, but it's 12:05 when things started to turn it around. Some around where the negative news came in, okay? And that brought the market down. Here you go. 12:35, and as I go, you're going to see them red candles come going further and further down until, again, the end of the day. So, everybody was out on this candle. Okay? Everybody was definitely out on that candle. Lesson they wanted to hold and hope that this, the end of the day, you see it's 2:55. I got my cursor on this last candle, the close of the day. They hoping and thinking that it is going to go further down because of the negative news. Okay, let me click that. Okay, this is some of the latest updates, and talk about some things. Okay, some anticipation of the upcoming economic data. So I'm going to do another video. If you're learning how to trade options, this is what I'm doing. I'm learning how to trade options. Hey guys, come learn with me. Okay, thank you for viewing. And if you are viewing, please like, comment, and subscribe. If you have any questions, you can, okay, write it down and send it to me. Okay, leave that comment, and I will try to answer. And if I don't know the answer, I will ask someone else. Okay? Guys, don't forget, this is for entertainment only. Alright, thank you for viewing. Have a great day.